Hey there fellow gamers, and welcome back to another Black One Blood Brothers video. I wanted to talk to you guys about the modification or the loadout editing, weapon building that you can do in this game. It's absolutely insane, better than anything I've ever seen in pretty much any other game. It has blown my mind. You can do so much with it. Now, I'm not going to go too much over the gear. You can do a lot with the gear, but there is a little bit lack in some areas, but it is still very good. I want to talk specifically about the firearms. So if we look at the firearms, we can get, let's say for example, we want to build a MCX. You can get the upper and lower for the MCX, so the base of the weapon, as you can see here. There are presets where we can actually change it out to look at like specific weapons, but let's build our own here. We can put a stock on this, which you can, you know, some of these weigh different weights, some of them have different stats, so stability, pretty much all of them add the same amount of stability, so that doesn't matter too much. So we're gonna go for a light, super light and effective build, right? So you can do something like this, which I don't necessarily like the look of. So maybe if we look at 115, we'll go for that one. I actually really do like this stock. It's one of my favorite stocks all time. And we're gonna go for a nice medium-sized barrel here. So stability, maybe that one. It gives us, it's the same weight pretty much. So we'll go for that one, which does look very cool. Works really well with the MCX. And then we're gonna have a look at the barrels. So barrel-wise, probably that one. It's a good mid-round barrel or mid-range barrel that you know, will fit well. And then suppressors, we'll go for the same amount here or same weight. So that looks sick. I love it when a suppressor sits inside a barrel like that. Isn't that just so cool? All right, we're gonna have a look at this angle now, because I want to work on these. And you can put, for example, like this is the, you can have a look at your foregrip and you can place it at different places, you know, so you can have one where that extends, etc. But we're gonna go with this one, and we're gonna go maybe a bit wider or further forward, maybe like there. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty damn cool. The light reflecting on it can be a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world, you know, it's a small thing. All right, now we've got that on, and I want to have a look at the sights. So we can place a, I don't know, something like that. I do love the vortex. I absolutely love the vortex. Probably going to go about there. That should be pretty good. Should be good. And then we can put a peck right there. This is a pretty Gucci looking weapon. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. That is absolutely insane. Just such a beautiful weapon. Now we can also do some stuff with camouflage. We can, it doesn't change much, so we can change certain aspects of it, and it gives you a little bit of a, oh, why can't I, there we go. Gives you a little bit of a camouflage on there. Nothing crazy. If we go for something maybe lighter, so let's go for, I don't know, something like that. That should, yeah, you can see that. It's not, again, it's not super crazy, but it does look pretty cool. You know, it looks almost, that almost looks dirty. Let's have a look at just normal tan here. Yeah, there you go. So normal tan doesn't look quite that good because it's a bit too dark. So maybe something like that would work. Yeah, okay, and you can also paint your entire weapon. That does actually look pretty cool. It looks just dirty, but it does look pretty cool. Again, oh, no. We'll just do one piece so we can do our whole weapon. Or let's do a, oh, that is sick. Isn't that just so cool? That is just, it's just good. No, I keep making that mistake. Click there. Yeah, anyway, that is a very, very cool looking MCX in my opinion. I absolutely love this look. Now we can even go and let's say we want a slightly longer one where the suppressor is entirely within the foregrip, which is also very cool, but we're gonna go for the one before that, this one here. That does look sick. And then we'll go again for our usual, not our usual, but that one that we had on. We're gonna probably there. And then we'll put, so you can obviously do loads of stuff, allows measuring the distance to a target. That is also very cool. Doesn't quite work here. You kind of want that on a sniper rifle because it goes on the sight. But I mean, that's, again, another thing that most games don't have, you know? It's just insane the amount of modification you can do to this weapon. These weapons are just, it just blows my mind. Look at that. That is just nuts. You can zoom in. We can see the different brands. There's colors there, but obviously we've painted it, so probably not anymore. You can even change the reticle on the sight. Look at this. You can do so many things with this. I do like that. I don't think that's accurate for this weapon. I think that's probably it for the reflex, for the vortex sight, I think. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty confident that that's it. So that's just such a beautiful weapon, isn't it? And then you can save the weapon. So we're gonna save this to I'm gonna save it to my units ODB MCX, so we can use this weapon. And then let's have a look at some of the others. So AK-47, not something you mod in most games. You can even see the round. That's pretty cool. Not something you mod in most games, apart from maybe Escape from Tarkov. You know, most people in my experience don't necessarily do that. You can put a Bastion on. I mean, AKs in my experience doesn't have too much that we can mod. You know, it doesn't have. Oof, you can even put a grenade launcher on there. That is pretty cool. We can put, well, we haven't got a barrel on yet. Oh, we can put a long. Oh, it's just insane. It's just insane. It is just insane. You know, obviously when we take that, we can't use this stock, or handguard because it's too long. And then sights again, you can put the exact same sights on. We're gonna maybe go for something different here. Maybe and there's some things that are still coming. Like he's got loads and loads of weapon parts and stuff still planned. This is a sole developer, by the way. This is one guy developing all of this. It is just nuts. Now I think, yeah, I would have liked to have a micro dot 2 with the magnifier, but that's not the end of the world. So let's have a look at this. We can put the put the rangefinder on there. Look at that. It is completely overkill, obviously, for a weapon like this, having that on there, but it is pretty cool. That can then go on here. Now, if you think about where you place things on weapons, the further you put it away from yourself, the heavier the front of the weapon becomes. So the harder it becomes to handle said weapon. So things like this, you do kind of want it closer to your body, but obviously you can only do so much. And then we've got the, what's that, PB something? I can't remember the brand or the type of suppressor, but look at that. That's so cool. That is a cool looking AK-47. I mean, that is completely over the top, but that's cool, right? Not as much options as with AR variants or AR platforms, but still quite a lot. Now, this will have a little bit more if we look at the VK12. There's a SOG MPX, another, or SOWER MPX, the sniper rifles. There's a lot, and more to come. Look at that. There's so much more to come. Currently, the only pistol he's got is that one, which is a bit lacking, but it's okay. Still very cool. So let's have a look at the VK12. We've got it on here. All right, let's just zoom out a little bit. We're gonna go for, shall we go for like an old M16 style looking build? We can't really put a handle on, but we can put an ACOG on. We'll go probably, yeah, that's about right. Obviously that is very much personal preference, so it depends on the individual. And we'll go for that. We're gonna go a normal muzzle. We'll go for one of these. So this you don't want too close to yourself. You can, like, it depends on your arm length, etc. But the further your arm is out, the more stability it provides. Also, the more fatigue you get, but the better stability. Ultimately, that's kind of what you want to go for anyway. And we'll go for... what, just a normal sight? Yep, okay, that's not quite an M16 build, obviously, because we can't quite build it, but... you know, it just goes to show how much you can actually do with this. What is this? A VK417? Oof. Is that a shotgun? That's a shotgun, isn't it? I'm pretty confident that's a shotgun. Do we get suppressors for this? Okay, it's no, that's just the 417. That's the HK417, essentially. So what he's obviously done is he can't go... so this is the HK12, this is the HK417. You know, you can't actually call it a V4 instead of M4. Yeah, okay, I see what he's done. And it N249 instead of the M249. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. The modification that you can do on this game is just nuts. It's just insane. Let's have a quick look at the pistol so you guys can see the... well, let's do a sniper rifle first. Let's do this one, which is a bolt action. And we're gonna go... is that the longest barrel it's got? Oh yeah, that is the long... oh, there you go. Now it's got the longest barrel. Well, now it's got a barrel, at least. And we're gonna put an extension thing on there. We're gonna put one of this on. And you want that as far as possible, although it adds weight. The sniper rifle, you're gonna be, you know, using with the bipods on. And then the closer the stabilizer is towards the end of the barrel, the better it is, essentially. Probably do one of this on this side. Probably not that far forward, actually. It's difficult to see though, so let's just do that, and we want it right at the back. So this, you want it closer to yourself. Not that you're necessarily going to be fighting this or firing this on, you know, holding it upright, so it's not necessarily a problem. But it might be. Right, and then here we're gonna go with something insane sight-wise. So let's have a look. We could probably do one of these, although you probably want that one. Yeah, we'll want that one. And it's quite a large sight, so yeah, something like that. And then on here, you definitely want that. As close to you as you can. Look at that. That is sick. Look at that weapon. That is just absolutely insane. Now, you can also put something else here if you wanted to. Can't imagine why you would want to do that. I don't even know if it would fit. It would fit. That is mad. And what I also like about it is it's not super unrealistic. You know, you can move the things around where it makes sense, where you as an individual would like things, because it is very much individual preference. There are some guides, like I've mentioned now, with having certain things closer to the tip of the barrels, closer things, or certain things closer to the fire of said weapon, for stability, accuracy, etc., and arm fatigue. So there are certain guidelines, but no rules, no hard and fast rules. It's very, very much personal preference, you know, because we're all built different and our arms are different lengths, etc., etc. But that is, let's look at that. How cool is this weapon? It's just insane. It's just insane. All right, let's have a look at... Can't do much with the saw, so let's skip the saw. Let's have a look at the MPX. So we're just going to quickly run through all of them. I don't want to take, you know, too much of your time, but I am enjoying this. We're going to go for a really, really short MPX build. How about that? So weird. All right, and we're gonna go, ooh. Okay, so doesn't look like we can put much on here. Ooh, definitely doing that one. And, oh, come on, turn. We're gonna have that as close to the edge as possible. This is gonna be the most accurate, or the most well-handled close-range weapon you have ever seen in your entire life. And we're gonna go with a purely short-range sight here, because otherwise it won't work. Look at that. How cool is that? That is just insane. That is nuts. All right, well, I hope you guys found that interesting and enjoyable. I am doing the campaign on this game, and I will be putting out a lot more content on this. I am absolutely loving it. It is super in-depth, and it's scratching that itch that I've had for decades, since playing the very, very first Ghost Recon game that I played. You know, the old Rainbow Six games where you controlled multiple characters and you could use, you know, order them to do things, or you can take control of them, or you can watch their body cams. It's just scratching that itch that I've had for a long time. So I'm very, very much enjoying it. I hope you guys did as well, or at least this video. If you did, smash the like button. It also lets me know that you want to see more stuff from Black One Blood Brothers. And have a good day. See you next time.